Hiya, I'm called Caroline and I live in Fermanagh, which is in Northern Ireland. And I have a small business called the Papillons, which is something that grew from a hobby. I loved to paint and I developed arthritis and I couldn't paint big anymore, but I found I could paint small. So I paint jewellery and I paint small paintings which are enlarged on a printer and can be made into cushions and shawls and homewares. I also have a crockery range which is all hand thrown and hand painted, and I have to sell them through shops until I got a website. Now, it's all very well having a website, but you need to attract people to the website. You need to have a community built around your business who like you and who want to know more about what you do and where you're from. So in order to cultivate that relationship, we have to use the tools, social media. That's what it's there for. Now, before COVID, I used to sell through craft shops and craft fairs. That's how I interacted with my customer. And then when COVID came, that all stopped and I had to find another way of doing it. I first of all had an Etsy site, but Etsy is so overpopulated and full of things that I wouldn't want to buy. So I doubt very much my customers would want to go wading through Etsy. So I invested in my own website. It was good and it is continuing to grow, but it made social media even more necessary to use. You had to become more and more involved in posting regular pictures. People wanted to know the background, so I'd show them a lump of clay. I would then show me painting, this finished cup, and then putting the cup on the website with the link. So what you're doing is you're making it really easy for people to sort of go, oh, I wonder if that's just finished that project yet. You go back and you check, oh, there's it there, that's gorgeous, I'll buy it. Ding! Start posting, you've got to think about why you're posting it. I have done a few workshops which was run by my local council, and it made you think logically. And if you think logically, things are simple. So you have a product, you want your product to be bought by somebody who doesn't live close to you. Most of my customers, if they're local, would go to the shop and buy something from me. But I have people who follow me in America, I've got people who follow me in Scotland and England and Wales, and they use the internet. So I have a Shopify account, I have my Google business, which is really important because it shows where you live, and it also, people do a Google search, like sheepdog cup. Google brought that business to me. A lady from Isle of Ramsay, which is in the north of Scotland somewhere, never been there, don't even sure if that's how you pronounce it, but because I had a picture of my cup with my dog painted on it, and I called it the sheepdog cup, somebody put in sheepdog gift and it came up, and it was a simple pathway, a logical pathway for the customer then to click on the image. The link was under the image because I put it on Google, and the image took her to my Shopify account, and the person was able to buy it, give me the address, and I posted it the next day. That wouldn't have happened if I hadn't have used Google My Business. That's the thing I would highly recommend that you do. Then I would, as well as Facebook might not always be there. Technology changes, social media changes, but you've got to then build something that you have full control of, which is your blog on your website. So I offer it when you hit on my website, www.lepapillon.co.uk. You'll be first of all faced with, do you want 10% off? Sign up to receive regular emails. I promise I won't spam you. Don't spam people with nonsense. Give them the facts. Present it nice and easily. Bite-sized pieces. Beyond that, it's easy. You just talk to people. It can be terrifying. I mean, I'm not overly comfortable talking to you, right? I'm sure you're all lovely, but it's quite intimidating when you have your 19-year-old drama student son standing, holding a camera at you. So, and wincing when I mention him. But anyway, you have to give yourself a chance to grow. Don't jump in disorganized. My advice to you would be, think about your market. What have you got story-wise? People love a story. People love to be involved in the creative process. then give them, drop little nuggets of information. Don't make it all the same, because if you repeat the same stuff on Instagram as you do on Google, as you do on Facebook, as you do in your blog, people will just be bored with the blah blah blah. You have to adapt your information for each market. So business talk would be through LinkedIn, general information and stories would be through Google, location also through Google, and then with Facebook, it's a case of using, imagine you're talking to somebody that you like, and be friendly, but not overly friendly, just be nice and chatty and relaxed. Make the odd boo-boo. People love a good laugh. So if you drop something or you'd wobble, take it, put it up there. Gives people a wee bit of fun, and they become invested in you. Then they become interested in your product. And if they like your product, they'll buy your product if you use a trusted website. So I don't mean to slam Etsy, but it's cleaner and it's easier to link in Facebook and Instagram with a Shopify account.